Taking a closer look today, Governor Larry Hogan is in historic Ellicott City to survey the damage and cleanup efforts more than a week after historic flash flooding left the area in ruin. George Solis has the governor's reaction and the latest on his efforts to get a disaster declaration for the county.
The governor telling WJZ thanks to the fast work of state and local officials, that declaration was approved. What this means for businesses and homeowners, money to start anew. Surrounded by an entourage of first responders and Howard County leaders, Governor Larry Hogan again touring Main Street in historic Ellicott City.
Looks like an entirely different place than it was last Sunday when I was here. We're making a lot of progress, but it was substantial damage.
The visit comes more than a week later after the deadly flooding that left the region in ruins. Wednesday, the county executive updating current progress.
From what I hear from the experts that I've talked to who are down here, they tell us we're weeks, if not months, ahead of schedule from what other people are because of the great work of our emergency management personnel.
WJZ speaking and meeting with business owners and homeowners often about their losses and what comes next.
I filmed the water rushing into our basement and destroying our frame shop.
The governor's visit comes with good news for people like David Dempster. Wednesday, he announced his request to the U.S. Small Business Administration for a disaster declaration was approved.
It provides access from the federal government to Small Business Administration loans, which will help a lot of these folks.
Tuesday, Howard County officials with good news of their own, announcing that for the time being, no buildings would be torn down as initially thought.
I think it's a real story of hope.
Meanwhile, round-the-clock cleanup and recovery efforts continue. WJZ also getting a rare look inside the Emergency Operations Center, which has been a hub of activity in the last week. County Executive Alan Kittleman also telling WJZ work is still ongoing on removing cars washed away into the Patapsco River. One more task on this long road to recovery.
We're going to make sure that things are going to be better in the future, and that kind of attitude, it just inspires everybody.
There are still about 30 cars in the river. Now, as we speak, planning is in the works to get those cars out safely. In Howard County, George Solis, WJZ Eyewitness News.
And while the focus is shifting more towards recovery than response at this point, there is still no time frame when the area will reopen to the public.